Hi everyone, it's Ash this time. In the last video, Luke took you through a bodybuilding workout. Today, I'm going to be doing a Taekwondo tutorial about how to get the most out of training with your bob when you're training alone. The same thing can be done with a bag or a wave master or something like that. It's probably going to be more aimed at advanced martial artists, in that I'm going to be showing some fairly advanced techniques, but if anyone wants to see a breakdown or a tutorial of the individual kicks themselves at a more basic level, drop me a comment in the section below and I'll see what I can do. So let's crack on. So first of all, I'm just going to show you the techniques themselves, the building blocks, the ingredients of some of the more advanced combinations I'm going to show you. And although I'm showing you just one version of each, there's obviously different variations. The most basic level, we're just going to be looking at your basic roundhouse kick. Now you can of course just stand in front of the bob and practice your kicks on themselves by themselves. But a much more interesting thing to do, to make training alone not so boring, is to mix in different variations. So you can do a roundhouse kick obviously off your back leg, you can do it off the front leg. You can make it a 1-2 sort of motion. 1-2. You can turn it into a double off the back leg, a double off the front leg. You can do a full 360 turn or a tornado kick. So as you can see, that one basic kick can be used in a variety of situations to build some more interesting and skillful combinations that I'm going to show you now, to build your speed, power, agility, fitness, things of that nature. So beginning with the basic front leg. In a real sparring situation, your opponent's not just going to stand there to let you kick them at your preferred ideal range. So sometimes it's advisable when you're practicing to start from just beyond kicking distance. I can't reach him from here, so I'm going to have to cover the distance. And to do that, you can do all manners of different feints, but also manipulating your footwork. So I can do a shift step, something of that nature. I can step in almost as a feint, so he thinks I'm going to do a kick, and throw something else. You can simply lunge in with your skip in this manner, but then you can either do that as a kick on its own, or you can hide something else behind it, a more powerful shot, like so. And then even further than that, to set up your spinning techniques. For example, if I want to throw a spinning hook kick, he's not going to just stand there and let me do it. I'm going to have to set that up, again, through such things as a step, or I can fake a tornado kick and put a kick on the end, like so. A very simple technique we can use for the knockout would be just a simple high roundhouse kick, dolly ochagi, straight to the head. Or that was off the back leg, obviously, off the front leg also. But again, how can we set this up in combination so it's not easy to read, it's not easy to predict? A couple of simple ways. You can throw a front leg shot first and follow immediately with the roundhouse on the back leg. Conversely, same thing applies. Throw a back leg first, so your roundhouse on the opposite leg. We can set it up as part of the double. You can set it up after the double. So you throw the double first to the body, followed by the roundhouse, like so. Off the back leg this time. You can do the same thing, so the roundhouse comes on the same side as the second kick, as in touches the floor, uses the sort of elastic reflex to spring back up. So at speed, in combination, it would look something like this. A lot of the time, these techniques, sort of the spinning hook kick, would be done as a counter. As the opponent comes into kick, obviously you rotate and fire your kick in like so. It's not easy to practice counters with a partner that's got no legs. So we're going to use a knockout shot, such as the spinning hook kick, as an attacking movement. By that I mean hidden within combinations. And I'll show you some ways you can do that now. So if I was just practicing, and I want to set up a spinning hook kick, so that time, I step behind me, I set it up off the back leg. You can also set it up immediately from the front leg, like so. Once again. Another one of Taekwondo's more exciting techniques that we can train in this fashion is the tornado or 360 kick. Because we're training it as a knockout, we're going to take it to the head section. But again, we need to think about how we can set that up in a combination. Maybe firing some body shots first, bring the guard down, so you won't be expecting one to the head. I'll show you some ways to make it work. Again, starting from just beyond kicking distance to add an element of realism to what we're doing. Again. So in summary, the most important thing really is that you enjoy your training. It should be a form of play where you experiment, try different combinations, see if you can make the spinning kick follow a roundhouse kick or follow an axe kick. Think about how you can manipulate your footwork. Just a little bit of this sort of training, 10-15 minutes a day, will soon add up. It will probably be better than training it for 3 hours once a week. So the key is just to play, accumulate play over time. That's how you build up the skill and you build up your repertoire of techniques. It's the same as when you're a child at school reading books. You build up your vocabulary of words. Same with this, you build up your vocabulary of techniques. So combining everything I've shown today, I'll just give you an example of a longer combination, just playing with different movements I've been practicing. Again, starting from beyond kicking distance.